Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of Beyond the Lobby, our podcast where we play games and talk about anything. Let's get into it. We have co-host Ended here again today.
What's up, guys?
We're playing Rocket League, so let's start. We'll probably just jump in some ranked, see how it goes.
You know, guy likes a little ranked now and then.
Yep. We'll do pretty good, I think. We haven't played this game in a long time. So we'll try, see how it goes. What topic should we start out with, you're thinking? Any topics on your mind? First off, how was your day?
That was pretty good.
Work was good?
And by pretty good, I mean absolutely ass. It was terrible.
Was it?
Drilling through concrete sucks. It just does.
Sounds like it
takes
sucks.
forever. It just takes time.
Yep.
And it was frickin' Friday, man.
I know, on a Friday even.
On a Friday, dude. They hit us a good shot, by the way.
Thanks, my audio's super
That was
loud. I gotta
dirty.
turn it down here quick. I don't know why that was super loud. We'll turn this back up. We'll just turn gameplay down.
Mister, I haven't played in a while. It's
Apparently I haven't played in a
prettiest
while.
game of all time.
Yeah, that was a crazy goal.
I had to get it around them. That sucks.
My day was good too, thanks for asking.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
So,
how was your day?
it was good. We didn't really do much. Basic day, went to work. You know how it goes.
No. Snow on the ground or no snow on the ground?
It's all melted now, but when we first went out, there was a lot of snow. A couple
Dude, it was
inches.
Up to my calves this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My truck was mostly just covered. It was covered in ice and everything like that, and it sucked. My doors were frozen shut for a minute.
Dang.
I had to pull them open.
Was it did you guys have freezing rain too?
Yeah, it was like, that's what it mostly was.
That sucks.
And then I drive a lot for work, so I had to make sure my windshield wipers were frozen down.
Did you have to keep them up?
Did I? No, I didn't keep them up. I didn't even know we were getting snow the other day.
Oh. Yeah, that was kind of a crazy one. It was pretty shitty this morning, I tell you what.
Yeah, not
they
too
did
bad.
a pretty good job cleaning roads though, other than our road.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
The county gets there later, so it's that's my bad.
You're good.
Are we selling? Is that what's happening right now?
Maybe a little, but it's okay.
You know what's really good to sell?
What?
Most things. Like a lot of things sell. You bought everything you have.
Yeah, that's true. I did buy everything I have.
There you go.
My favorite thing is probably my computer or my cat. I bought my cat. He's probably my favorite.
My computer's my favorite.
Yeah, my cat is the whole logo behind this channel.
Imagine making a channel with a cat.
He's pretty cool though.
Dude, Squig is great.
Yeah, for everyone that doesn't know, I have a cat. He's the channel mascot. He's just a little gray tabby. We found him. We didn't find him. They found him behind Taco John's. He was super tiny when we got him, and
Buy Taco John's.
He's
in the trash eating some tacos.
well, the people at Taco John's or Taco Bell, I can't remember which one, would always just feed him. And then he had a really bad experience because he was super young when we got him. Where the only people he knows was the people that kidnapped him, you know? So
You could say they catnapped him.
you could say that. Yeah, he got pretty lucky though. And then the first night we got him, he was so naughty, so I had to go to work that day. Because we have to, when you get him from the pound or whatever, you have to wait a certain amount of days, and they have to be there, so people can reclaim them. But no one was going to reclaim him because he was like 2 months old or something. And, so I brought him home from work one day. We got baby gates. We set him up in a little room so he couldn't really get out. And he stayed in there all day. We'd come home, check on him. He'd be good. And then later that night, we go to bed. And we just hear, like, weird little noises. And he kept climbing out of his gate. He would, we had to adjust it, like, 6 times. And he climbed out every time. He would find a way.
That's crazy.
And he's tiny. I'll put a picture of him on there. And, yeah. So we ended up having to lock him into the little room that he was in. And he was so scared. And then wasn't really liking it. And then started to warm up eventually. Started doing good.
Dude, I'm scoring better goals on our net than scoring on them.
I know, I was just thinking that too. I have to turn this volume down here quick. It's really loud, I think. Okay. I was trying to fix it, but it was being weird, so now everything should be good.
So if you wouldn't have named your cat Squig, what would you have named it?
I have no idea. Yeah, his name is Squiggles. We always just call him Squig. I call him Squeegee. I don't know how he got that name, but that's his little nickname.
If I ever bought a cat, I think I'd name it Squilliams.
Yeah, I don't know how we got on this name.
Like the guy in the robe in SpongeBob.
Well, I know who it is.
Oh. I wasn't sure if I got the name right. So that's why I had so fast.
Squilliam Fansington.
Yeah, Fancy Son?
Is that what it is?
I think it might be Fancy Son.
These people are thinking, why didn't they forfeit?
Yeah, why didn't they forfeit those bombs? Because we'll take it like a man.
We almost got scored on.
I was there.
Nice car.
That is a nice car. This would have been a good episode for the dream car.
I know, I was just thinking that too. I looked up that car this morning and found the worst picture I could. It was super funny.
That was really funny. I was like, no. That is not the car I want.
Someone like, I don't even remember your car anymore.
Looked all like rusted up and like just dirty. I'm like, what?
I know, it was bad.
Did you see like the cool one though?
I did see the cool one. What was your car again? For
the
people that don't know.
The ZR31 Corvette.
It looks kind of oldish.
It's so sick.
But it was nice. Yeah, there's a lot of nice cars.
There are. What would you buy as like a sports car?
That's kind of a hard choice, you know what I mean? I don't know what I would want for a sports car even.
Would you lean towards something now if you ever did? Oh my god, I just threw. Nope, you threw. You bumped me into it.
I don't really know what I'm thinking for a sports car.
I actually put that in. That's crazy.
You know what I mean? You got the ones that everyone knows, like some fancy stuff. But I don't want something like crazy either.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm not really a big car guy.
Makes sense. So what would you buy?
What would I buy?
If you found a lump sum of money in your bank account, what would you buy? Say if you found $2 million one day.
Okay. Yeah, well, the question is, does it ever like refill, or you just get $2 million
You
and
get $2 million, and it's just
I'd probably end
one
up
day.
buying like an apartment and a person to manage it,
oh.
so I don't have to deal with it.
Would you do maintenance, or would you have somebody else do maintenance?
I'd probably just have
I
someone
thought about
else.
this actually. I've actually thought about doing the whole apartment route.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking like the whole entire, like originally when I wanted to be an electrician, my game plan was to try and own an apartment building.
Good save. I know that's kind of what I was thinking towards too. Houses or apartments somewhere, even a house that you rent out, like in a lot of nice places, like let's say Arizona, Florida, anything like that, right? And then you can just go travel every now and then, and you have a place.
Literally.
That would
It'd be
that's
sick.
and you'd always be making money from it. You know what I mean? Another
Yes.
huge one apparently is car washes. People always need to get a car wash.
True. Car washes are pretty big. Like when they opened up Tommy's Express
In town?
in town, they blew up. Like it was crazy. Like
Yeah.
everybody was going to Tommy. It was nuts.
Well, the other thing too is you got to have a nice experience. You know what I mean? You get the stories of, oh, I went to this car wash and it tore off my mirror. Those people aren't going back.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? You got to get a little bit of that
Yeah,
rainbow
some people
soap.
were getting like pop tires and stuff. That was really.
You need
You
some
have to,
rainbow
like,
soap. And
severely mess up to like pop a tire on those things. Like literally, those are the easiest things to ever.
I know that's so weird.
My grandpa scraped the backside of his his truck. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was really fucking funny.
Can we just sneak that in there? Ooh, I thought we had that.
I thought we did too.
My audio's still a little
Gosh,
weird. Let me
man,
try and fix it.
I cannot get nothing. Cannot get nothing.
I know, I seen that too. Okay, I think I fixed my audio. The player anthems were so loud in the screen there when someone scores.
Oh, did you? I have player anthems on, but I've got music turned right down.
I have my music on. Oh, good save. Where would you want to move if you could pick a new place? Would you move anywhere, or would you just stay where you're at?
I kind of want to stay.
Why
like
do
it
you want to stay though? I think, is it just because of your family, or is it you just actually
It's-
like being where you're at?
It's not just family, but a family is a big part of that.
Yeah.
But I mean, also just I like it here, you know. I think the cold keeps the riffraff out,
That's good, yeah.
and I think
Nice in the summer, cold in the winter.
yeah. I mean, it's just you get to see all 4 seasons. Not everybody in the world gets to see that. It's pretty awesome.
But we have had, literally this year, a change in a week of like 70 degrees.
That is true.
It went from
mean-
negative 20 to like 60 degrees.
In the span of like 3 days. It was kind of crazy. But also, it's only been warm since then. Or like remotely warm. Warmer than it was, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I can handle a good 30-degree day, but
It's weird because the negative 20 seems just as cold as the 30 degrees sometimes.
no.
Well,
negative 20 sucks.
negative 20 does suck, but some of the colder days are nicer than some of the warmer days.
Oh, I know what you're talking about though. Like the wind wise.
Yeah, So it could be nice
Yeah.
and windy, which sucks, or it could be
Yeah.
cold and not
It can
windy.
be, yeah, it can be like extremely cold and like day ever.
Yeah, that sucks. That's the worst.
Yeah. It's literally just a deep freeze. It's literally what we live in.
That guy demoed me.
Yeah, you should have went for the ball is what I should have done.
Because you got it?
Nope, gave it right back because I'm bad.
Yeah, but he doesn't score that, so we're good.
Lethal.
That win, though,
Oh.
makes a huge difference in good days and bad days.
It does.
What's your
You know what
favorite
they say.
season?
Wouldn't be so freaking cold if it weren't for the wind. What'd you say?
What's your favorite season is what I said.
My favorite season? Probably fall. It's my birthday.
Hmm.
And,
And all the leaves.
well, not even just the leaves, because leaves suck. But just like the not too cold, not too hot kind of stuff, I like that.
Yeah, perfect weather.
Yeah. Sunny and 65, baby. That's the type of stuff I like. Shit, even like the 50-degree days sometimes are bangers.
Yeah, they can be. I think we're doing pretty good overall in this game.
This game for sure. I'm just
Very
trying
good
to kinda
save.
keep on it, you know?
Yeah,
Sorry. That's
you're
on
good.
me. Keep on getting on, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Keep it going. Have you-
Oh, I knocked him off track, and I let... Oh!
Oh, nice. Would there be a food you wouldn't try? Like a crab or something? Obviously, the crab's a easier one. But like, octopus, would you try that? I don't know if I could do that. I feel like that'd be so gross. I don't think I could do that. Why would it be gross?
Like chicken?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
See?
Might have to try it. I don't know about
That's
me
just
trying it, but
I don't know. I'd try octopus. I don't know what I wouldn't really try. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it might be good, but I don't think I could get over the fact that it's like,
I don't like sushi.
I've never had
Maybe
sushi.
I wouldn't like. I don't know.
You like fish, though, not?
I do like fish. Oh, that's son of a.
Ooh, that's straight to you.
Biscuit.
We never really ate fish or anything. Ooh, almost get saved.
Crazy. You didn't what?
We never really ate fish or seafood or anything like that. We ate a lot
You
of...
never had like a fried walleye?
Well, I have, but like,
Oh.
that's not something we go and like specifically get. You know what I mean?
Fair.
I've only had it like once.
Did you like it or did you not like it?
I think walleye was good, but I've also had
Yeah.
fish from the sea. We've had
Oh, like out the can? The fish
no,
of the sea? Is that what you're talking about?
no, like we actually went down to Florida and my aunt got fish tacos, and I think it was grouper, and it was not good. I did not like
good.
it.
Wow. Oh, so
Um,
you're talking like I understand what you're talking
Like
about.
fresh fish, and maybe
Yeah,
I don't know.
fresh. Yeah, to be fair, the only fresh fish we have is like walleye. like just fresh water.
Yeah, walleye's good, but those fish tacos weren't very good, and maybe I was expecting a different taste and just wasn't ready, kind of thing.
Fair.
Alligator's good though. We had that. It was either alligator or crocodile, but it was more like chicken nuggets the way they had them. they had them breaded and like chicken strips, kinda, but they're
Yeah.
little, just nuggets. That's pretty good. It was
Chicken
interesting.
nuggets are pretty good.
Kind of chewy. You get the classic, tastes
tied
like
right now.
chicken.
You're not doing it, bud. I won't allow it.
He almost got there too. After.
No. He's a bad. He's a bad at the game.
He's a
I don't
bad.
like the game. No way he owned me.
Where's some place that you want to travel? Is there like any specific place that you'd be like, oh, that would be cool, like France, go see some stuff?
Greece.
Anything specific in Greece or no? Other
Athens?
than French fries?
I'd like to see Athens. I think that'd be pretty cool. It could be a nice adventure. But I don't know how keen I am about leaving the country.
Yeah. I think Japan. Japan's someplace I always thought would
Japan
be cool.
would be kind of cool too. Yeah, I'd have to agree on that one.
My one buddy just went to Japan and it's really cool looking. He's
Lost.
taking pictures of random stuff and it's just way different over there.
Is it like, what was it? Did he send any like really nice photos?
He didn't send them to me. They were just on his Instagram, but yeah, they were
Oh,
really
okay.
nice.
That's cool.
Of like even the airport and stuff like that, there was a sign that said "Welcome to Japan" and it's got like Mario on it and
That's crazy.
it was just cool looking.
I'd like to go to Dubai too. I think that'd be a really cool place to visit.
That'd be pretty interesting.
Dude, everything is like so crazy expensive over there though. People are walking around in like Lamborghinis. They just
Yeah,
leave
it's so
Lamborghinis
weird.
on the
Everyone
street
is
and
like
go buy the
super
next one.
rich.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It is kind of weird.
It's
They have,
because
like-
of all the oil.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, I think they have a lot of oil, if I remember right. But they're just like so technologically advanced. It's crazy.
Oh. Yeah, I know apparently there's a video out there where you could just leave like your stuff and no one would take it because
Yeah.
they don't need it. I don't know if that's true or not, you know.
There's got to be poor people in Dubai,
Probably.
right?
There'd have to be. I think there's poor people everywhere.
Everywhere, huh? Like Jeff Bezos' house, there's poor people there.
There might be.
No, Jeff Bezos, he's rich.
Just because he's rich doesn't mean there's not poor people there. Maybe it's his money and not anyone else's.
No, it's also his ex-wife's.
Yeah, that's crazy. Richest
Crazy.
girl in the world was from
Prenup?
divorce.
Prenups go crazy, let me tell you.
Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy. But you find someone before you even get successful and build it with them compared to finding someone after.
Sure. It was a great pass. I slowed down a little too much. Would have been there.
That's okay. That's crazy that went in,
So
though.
Crazy, dude. I just got bitched.
That's a nice shot by that guy.
That was a great shot. Asshole.
If anyone else has any topics or games they want to see us play, just let us know in the comments below. And we'll probably end up playing them.
Yep.
We're always looking for new suggestions. My game kind of lagged there for a minute, but we're good. Yeah.
Would you ever do Rocket League in real life?
Right. Like,
Obviously, you can't explode each other, but
I know what you're saying.
Oh.
Like actually driving cars and trying to play soccer with real cars, right?
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Or do you mean it that way, or are you talking more of VR? You have the steering wheel in your hands
No, real life.
and you can actually flip off the walls and stuff.
Why would you be flipping off the walls? What do they do?
No, but you know what I mean? Because that would be
Yeah.
super cool.
That would be kind of cool.
It's coming one day. Maybe even Monday.
Yeah, tomorrow. You know, it's literally in the span of a day, crazy things happen.
Yeah. That's a good goal. Nice. High five. Low five, I mean. Yeah, it's crazy. There's a lot of stuff that can happen within a day.
Like, night.
Day and night.
Good song. Yeah.
It is a good song. See if we can get a just quick goal here. Or they could score on us too. That's cool too.
Yeah. You're game planning for that. Oh, that was clean. Sucker.
So if you can go to any restaurant
Good shot.
and customize any restaurant, any food, customize your own food, what would you get? Would you make something crazy, or would you just kind of
Like anything?
anything? So you can do like a wrap with McDonald's fries, but Chipotle
I want
sauce or something.
a buffalo chicken wrap from Arby's, right?
Yep.
French fries from McDonald's, and a chocolate shake from
You can
Jack in the Box.
well, you can mix stuff too. Like you could add stuff into your food. So you could add the McDonald's
like
fries
items?
into the wrap.
Oh, like just make a super ultra mega crazy food?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd go too crazy like that. It'd
Nah?
take them forever to give me my food.
Yeah, I used to work at Arby's, and I was good friends with the cooks. And if you work at a food place, always get in with the cooks. You know, they'll set you up good. I had wraps, and they were so good. And they would throw like jalapeno poppers, French fries, everything in there. And the thing would be like triple, double the size of what it should have been. It was so good.
Back to you.
I was backwards. I got bumped, but
Oh,
nice
you're
pass.
That was
Just-
fighting you for the ball. Sorry. I was wondering why this guy was just bumping me. Oh,
That was almost
damn.
crazy.
Yeah, you almost got it around him.
Dang, I didn't.
Ooh, you split us like crazy. Oh, man. That guy's good.
That guy is good. What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
The cheesecake, the royal cheesecake.
Ooh.
Yeah, that shit fucks. I love that one.
That is a good one.
How about you?
It depends what the mood is. You're going like toppings and everything like that.
Yeah.
So if we do kind of like a plain one, have you ever had the cotton candy or bubble gum?
I've had the cotton candy and liked it. Did not have the bubble gum. Didn't think it would be that good.
The bubble gum has little bubble gum pieces in it, and it is so good.
Really?
Or at least the one I had was really good. That used to be my go-to. And it was just, yeah, it was just nice.
Blizzards go crazy.
Blizzards are good. For the longest time, I used to only go Oreo. And then I'd start doing other stuff.
You'd only do Oreo Blizzards?
For the longest time.
Oh wow.
I'd only go with my grandma and grandpa practically. We'd go and we get blizzards and
There.
eat them, do whatever. It's good.
It's usually a pretty good time.
Ooh.
Go out with the grandparents. Get some.
Yeah. Hang out with your family as much as you can. You'll regret it one day.
We lost.
GG. That's okay. We're doing good though.
Oh man, dude, my back's sore. I'm just tired, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Working and stuff, being adults. Crazy.
It is crazy. Why should we have to go work?
Yeah. Why shouldn't the government just give us money?
Because then we wouldn't be entrepreneurs.
Oh.
Ooh, good save. I had no
Oh.
boost.
Oh. That guy was right by.
I hate when you see an invention and you're like, oh, I could have totally made that because it was something super
Literally.
simple, but you've
Yeah.
never thought of it. And it's like something you need like all the time too.
Like a nutcracker.
Yeah, the nutcracker. You always
What
need one of
is-
those.
You always need a nutcracker. I wanna know
Nutcrackers
who
are so
invented the
weird.
Nutcracker.
What did you say?
I want to know who invented the nutcracker.
I have no idea.
That's a good Google question for later. What do you think he was thinking when he was like, I'm gonna make a nutcracker?
And then he gives them like faces and you're talking those
Yeah,
ones,
like-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Like,
no
whose
idea.
whose idea was that? And why are they so important to Christmas?
Yeah, why are they important to Christmas? I guess I don't know that. But they're in like every Christmas thing.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, how did some of this stuff even like
God, Merry Christmas, guys. Thank God you brought the nutcracker. I've never heard that. I've never in my have I heard that one time.
Yeah, I wonder I was gonna say I wonder what the point for it was, but obviously to crack nuts. And
Yeah, like an obvious. What was the idea behind?
yeah.
like why?
Why'd they make it so fancy though?
Yeah, like the. Oh man, I just got sauced, like so bad.
We are not very good at this game, but that's okay.
Yeah, what's up with their uniforms though?
What?
Why are they always in uniform? Like it's always like the same kind.
Oh, the Nutcracker. I was so lost what we were talking about. I don't know.
Oh.
This might be something we have to look up later.
You know what else is kind of weird about Christmas?
What?
Hallmark.
Yeah, they got super
Do you ever
big.
watch Hallmark movies?
Yeah, they're always the same, but you
They're
still watch
always
them.
the same. They're always the same. Every single one.
You always watch them though, and you know what's gonna happen. Small town girl meets, or a big city girl meets small town boy,
Yep.
and then
Pretty
she quits her multi-million-dollar business and
Goes and lives on a ranch somewhere.
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy.
And there's so many of
Silly
them too.
even.
Yeah, they're just some silly guys making some silly movies.
Silly movies.
I'm gonna flick this up. You wanna get it? Oh,
Nope.
a lot of the time Hallmark movies aren't that bad though. There's some bad ones, but
There are some bad ones, but there are some good ones also. I would have to agree.
we both
Oh.
just
Whiffed.
got destroyed. Did I ask you? Did I ask you what your favorite movie was?
I don't remember if you did ask me that.
I feel like I've asked you this before, but we can go over
Probably.
it again.
My favorite movie.
Or how about favorite childhood movie? So like,
Childhood movie?
yeah, like
Okay,
Shrek,
okay.
Cars, Toy Story, things you watch that are a classic.
This is gonna be crazy. You ready for this?
Yep.
The Grinch. The live action Grinch.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you
Dude,
remember
that
choir
was-
class in school?
I do remember quite
Did you guys have to sing The Grinch too? Songs
don't
from The
remember
Grinch
everything.
because it was around like Christmas time.
I don't remember that. I remember in like elementary school, like singing, like the Grinch and like that stuff, but not in any older grades. We'd always have like a Christmas concert in elementary school,
Yeah,
and we'd sing like Christmas songs and stuff.
I hated choir class, and it was like a requirement all the time.
Yeah, if you didn't want to pay $1,000 for a trumpet, that was your golden ticket right there.
Yeah, you had two options, choir or band, which just seems so weird, not? Like, why do you have to choose between those?
I don't know. I didn't mind choir. I didn't hate it.
I didn't mind it or hate it either, but it was like, it felt wasteful almost.
Well,
You'd
I mean,
sit
you're
there.
like what, 10 years old, like.
I guess, yeah, trying to
Oh.
figure out what you like, I guess, but
Yeah, like, I don't know.
you kind of figure that out on your own, though. They also made you take art.
I never had to take art. I never took an art class. Oh, in middle school I did. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
I didn't mind art, but it wasn't,
Do you remember who the teacher was?
no, I have no idea.
Well, she, I think, has cancer, from what I know.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Yeah.
That's sad.
She was a good teacher, though. I felt like I learned how to draw better. Like,
From what I remember, I think she was good, but I don't quite remember everything. I hated all the extra random classes that you had to take.
I learned how to draw leaves on a tree.
I know, I learned how to draw a good tree, but all these extra classes that you had to take were so stupid.
Yeah.
I had one in mind now, I can't think of it. I just know there was something really stupid I had to take, and I can't remember why. And, yeah, you had to, music and art was ones everyone had to take.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's like college. You have to take so many stupid classes for no
What did you
reason.
have to take that was stupid?
Well, I didn't really have to take anything that was stupid, but I know some other people that were like, oh, I literally need extra classes. Okay, I remember what I was going to say now. Needing extra classes is so stupid for stuff like that. Senior year, high school, I literally took facts, and you're supposed to take a baby home, right? And I never took it home.
Apparently.
And they're like, if you don't take this baby home or do this paper, you're going to fail this class. I didn't do the paper or take the baby home, and the teacher passed me because she's like, I know you don't need this class. Your final year here. It's a spare class. And it was just
Yeah.
kind of...
It's a waste of time.
Yeah, she practically passed me. So instead of being done with school a half hour earlier, or even being able... We can't even graduate early anymore.
No. Which is pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Not that I had my credits before I had to, but shit, I
Ooh.
failed 2 math classes in high school.
You said what?
I failed 2 math classes in high school, and now I'm an electrician. What does that tell you?
Yeah.
Learn math, kids.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lot of people that don't do good in math and stuff like that. They're always like, I hate that I never learned math because now I'm working construction and use math every single day. But
Yeah,
to
but
be fair,
construction math is easy math. I
sometimes.
like construction math. Construction math is, it's just working in fraction.
Yeah, it's not bad. But teach us practical stuff, you know what I mean? Teach us how to fill out a check even. Did they ever teach you that in school?
Yes.
Or write cursive? We never...
Also learned that.
We did too, but then they stopped it, like, halfway through, because they're like, oh, this is getting canceled. We're like, okay.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't really know how to write in cursive. I obviously know how to do my name, and that's it. I mean, I can't read it, though.
I can write in cursive. I suck at it, but I can do it.
Yeah, my letters are not correct how they should be. It's just some weird skills. Like, what's another one? Like, or at least teach us how taxes work and stuff like that.
How taxes work? Yeah, that would have been pretty useful information. They did do, like, what the heck was that class? You had to, like...
Yeah, but if you had to take a specific class for it, they should have just had it in, like, something normal.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's money.
They had me blocked.
Yeah, that's alright. Good try.
I feel like there's a lot more useful things that we could have learned. Like, I'm horrible at English, and I'm horrible at English, I'll say that.
See, I feel like I'm really good at English.
I am not. I'm kind of a slow reader, and my sentences don't make sense half the time when I'm typing them out. I don't know the punctuation. That's kind of like...
Like at all?
Well, I know, like, simple punctuation, stuff like that. But that's kind of like when we were sitting at school. I was watching, like, Instagram or TikTok or whatever. And this lady sitting next to me, super smart. She good at everything, top of the class practically. And I'd sit there and I'd be reading this thing. She'd look over, and then a little bit later, she'd look over again and say, "You're still reading that?" And then I'd have to scroll past because I felt awkward. And then I ended up not reading what it said at all. I read like half of it. That's the worst.
Can't even tell you what the meme was because I skipped it.
It wasn't anything like interesting either. It was just like some random thing that I was reading. And it didn't even make sense. I just remember that because I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh, you bumped me. Well, I bumped you, but that stopped me from saving.
You didn't even touch me.
I hit you before you went up.
Oh, did you? I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll find out later, I guess.
You didn't stop me, that's for sure.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that I should be better at, but I'm not.
Like, I mean,
Like random stuff.
Like what? Like what else? What else are you bad at?
I don't know, really. English was the main one.
Why do you feel like you're bad at English, though?
I just am bad at
English. Isn't
English.
just reading. Well, I mean, that's a lot of it is reading.
I'm bad at... I can read, but I'm bad at the grammar and a lot of the other... The random little stuff, you know what I mean, that you need to know.
Yeah, like doing papers and stuff, that kind of sucked. But that's when I'd have other people...
That's when you'd have other people what?
Look at my stuff. Like, I'd send it to, like, one of the people in my class that I knew.
I didn't have anyone look at my stuff. I was just, like, turned in. And I did good a lot of the time. And I don't know if it was just because they know I'm not good at
They
English.
felt bad. They felt bad that you were bad at English.
Yeah, I remember this one time when we were taking the ACT, and I got like 20s on my math and science, stuff like that, like 20-some, like 25, 20 something in there. And then my English was like, I don't remember the exact number, but it was like 15 or something stupid. And we had to go in front of the teacher and tell her what we got on our English one because she was our English teacher. I went over to her and she asked me, and I'm like, yeah, I got like a 20. And she's like, oh, good job. And I sit there, I'm walking back, I'm like, I only got a 15. But I'm not going to tell her that. You know how embarrassing that is? English was not good. I was good at math and science, though.
That was for the ACT, and you only got a 15? That's tough, dude.
Yeah, I told you I wasn't good at English. The problem is with English, I go too quick, and then I answer. Instead of, like, reading through it 3 times.
Fair. Yeah, to be fair, like, do you remember the NW, or the state testings we had to take?
NDSA, or how was it?
Yeah, like those ones.
Yeah,
It was
okay,
the
I felt like...
NWEA.
It was what?
NWEA.
NWEA, yeah. And did you guys have to sing, like, that, like, the song and stuff in the morning?
No.
Okay, so we'd always get, like, 2 pieces of gum and, like, 3 mints or something. And a orange juice, I think? Something like that.
What?
And an orange. Because they'd want you to be full so you do the best on this test that you can. And every morning, we'd all have to go in the halls. Because this was, like, elementary school, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we'd have to go out into the hall, and we'd all have to sing this little song. And then we'd go in and take this test for, like, the whole day. You'd go get your lunch break or whatever, and you'd come back, take the test again. But it was so weird, and I thought no one else did that, and I never brought it up.
No, yeah, it was pretty wet.
It was so weird. I don't even know what that test was for.
And
then-
it was just to check if you were stupid.
Then the worst part was, I had to take an extra class.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
Because you scored so low?
You want to know what it was for?
What for?
English. It's not even a joke. They like they pulled me into this other thing, and we'd sit there and we'd just talk and do other random activities.
Oh, I'm such a bum I went for booze.
Because they're trying to kind of catch you up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the lady finally realized that I just wasn't really paying attention. And I just wasn't really trying.
You were just like looking around the room.
Well, the
I'm
problem
not
was
gonna-
we get to those long paragraphs. I don't think I've ever read a single book in my life. We get to those long paragraphs, and I'd sit there, and I'd read it, like half read each paragraph, because there's like 3
Sure.
paragraphs you had to read through. And then I'd skip it, and then it would be like, what is this? And then I'd just kind of click one, whatever felt right.
Whatever felt right. But you never try to like answer them like.
Well, I did try and answer them, but
Oh.
I wouldn't read the whole paragraph.
You'd only read part of it.
I'd only read like half of it, and I was like, okay, that's enough to understand. And
Okay,
it
I
was not
understand
enough to
what's going on.
understand. And then I wouldn't go back and reread it.
Yeah, screw that.
I'd read maybe like the one little section that it's in. I'd actually read the question before even the answer, because it was like in paragraph 3, and then I'd only go read paragraph 3.
That's funny as fuck. That's awesome though.
Yeah. It was kind of fun. That teacher was super nice too.
Imagine reading books.
I don't know if I've ever read a book in my life. I read like half
had
of
to have
one.
read- what book was it?
Like a quarter one. Well, I read like The Diary of Wimpy Kid, but does that count? It's
No.
yeah, exactly. I don't remember what the book I was reading was, but it was actually kind of interesting, and I'm sure a lot more of them are. I just have to read them, you know? And it was about, what was it about? It was about these kids playing on a skyscraper. I don't know why they were up there. And one of them fell off and died, and the whole book was about, like, how all these people lives changed and stuff like that.
Because a guy fell off a skyscraper?
Well, it was a group of kids, and one of their friends fell off and died.
Oh.
I didn't mean to take that from you. I only read that one like halfway through, and then I stopped reading it, and it was time to go back to the library, so I just returned it.
Fair. I've read a few books. My favorite book, probably Ender's Game. So if you ever do decide to read a book, I'd recommend it.
The what? What did you say it was?
It's called Ender's Game.
Oh,
It's about like a space. It's basically a space program that people on Earth like took part in. But what happened is like there was a war, and then like with aliens, and now this kid is like becomes the general of this. Like it's crazy.
sounds
It's a
good.
crazy book. Yeah,
I read If You Give a Mouse a Cookie.
that's a banger. If you give a mouse a cookie, he'll bring a moose to the party.
What are some other good books that you get as a kid? Do you remember back in the?
Throw a pig a birthday?
I've never heard that one.
You've never heard that one? Oh man.
Remember back in the day when the teacher would just bring, she'd be like, okay, we're reading this book today, and you'd all sit down in the circle
I
on the
do remember
floor.
that. Dude, there was some banger books in them too.
I don't remember any of them, but I know there is a couple good ones.
Oh man. There was some like Da Vinci Code type stuff. It was sick.
It was sick.
Did your guys' librarian ever to you?
Ever read to us?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, like in elementary school, our librarian like
My grandma used to take us to the library all the time, and she'd always want us to read, and I'd never read the book. I'd sit there and just look at the pages and zone out. And then the worst part was, we had to do those book reports for school.
Good. Good save.
We had to do those book reports for school,
I
and
remember those, yeah.
she was the one that would sign off on it. So she'd make me read the book, and then she'd open up to a
Damn.
random page of the book, read it quick, and then she'd quiz me. That was the worst. So then you actually had to
Damn,
pay
man.
attention, and then you're kind of like, she's like, who's this person? I was like, I have no idea.
That's messed up. There was one summer. I don't remember. There was one summer where my parents forced us to read or something.
It's probably good,
And
though.
they said you can't go hang out with anybody until you book, and it was like a 300-page book, so it wasn't even like that bad. Like I probably could have finished it in a day if I actually sat down and read it. But
Yep.
like the issue was, it pissed me off because I wanted to go hang out with friends in the summer.
I know. If I got a book and I started reading it, I probably would read it through. But if someone tells me, go do this, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, fuck that. You go read a book.
We used to go to the library all the time because they'd have like those little events and stuff.
Yeah.
And you'd end up doing like random crafts.
Random crafts.
Yeah, they'd have like random stuff going on throughout the week. That ball went in his net for me, by the way.
Wait, where was the? Wait, say that again. At where?
At the library.
In town.
In town, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was in that for a little while. I was in those little things.
Yeah, you build like, I don't even remember what you built. You built like a birdhouse or something.
Yeah, you could like build birdhouses, and then you could also
Tie-dye
like it was just a
shirts.
bunch of tie-dye shirts. I remember that one.
I don't remember what else there was. There was some other random ones that were kind of cool, but
You know, it'd be crazy if we were in the same class and didn't know.
we
Like we
might
were
have
in the
been.
same. That's crazy. That'd be wild.
It probably it could have happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
We would have had no idea.
It was like on any given day too, so it could have just happened.
It was like, yeah, it was so random. We never had computers or anything, too, and we'd get taken to the library to play the computer games, but you had to get the code, and you could only play it for a half an hour, and then it would kick you out.
Really?
Yeah. Well, was it a half hour, maybe an hour, something like that? You could only do stuff for like an hour, and then it would kick you out.
That's dumb.
It was kind of dumb. So then we'd go there. Our grandma would take
There's
us
like
again.
nobody ever using those computers. Like I've never seen a single person use a library computer other than like at school.
I know. We'd play games on them for an hour, and then we'd get told, okay, time to go.
Did you ever have to do keyboarding?
Yeah, I'm so glad, though.
You're glad you did keyboarding?
Yeah.
I didn't learn jack shit in that class.
Well, you know how to type now, though.
Nope. I still finger peck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I do too sometimes, but I can type also.
I can quickly finger peck, but I cannot type.
Computer class was kind of cool because you'd get your assignment for the day, and the teacher we had, they would go, they said, okay, as long as you finish your assignment, you can do whatever you want.
You can play, yeah, you can play any games that.
So we'd all try and get it done as quickly as we can, and then there was the time where we got like this small, simple assignment, got it done in like 5 minutes, and then we were playing Slither.io for like
Banger.
the rest of the 25 minutes, and it was so fun. And we had like a group of 5 people. They're like, "What's the room code?" And then you join in, or however it worked. I can't quite remember.
No, I think that's right. I think you're right. Because I remember doing stuff like that in keyboard too.
And then some other random person would find such a weird game that was also multiplayer, and you'd all just hop on it. Like the blocky Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was another
Dude.
good one.
Cool math games went crazy too. Just all the cool math games.
Did you ever
Loved
play
that
Pop
stuff.
Tropica?
I did not. Is
That's
that
an
a good
old
game?
one. For its time, yes. I don't think it would hold up anymore.
Really?
You know what I mean? If you've never played it, you could probably still enjoy it playing it. But the people that know the original game, I think they took so much out from what they used to have, where it's not even the same. It's the same, but it's like different stories now. Because
Fair.
I think they took out a couple islands. And a lot of people were mad about that.
Oh.
It was kind of a cool game, though. You would, you kind of just explore. It wasn't multiplayer or anything, but they had a server, so you could make your character, and you could log into different computers. You can log into different computers, and you can still have your character and continue where you left off. You could actually play it for free off of Cool Math. And then they just recently, I don't know if they recently did it, they probably did it a long time ago, but they made a Steam game of it, and your character that you start for the free version carries over. So I've been
Really?
told. Because I thought about playing it again.
That's crazy. That's cool though.
It was
So what
a
do
really
they-
cool game.
What do you do? Like, what is it?
It was kind of random. You did a lot of random stuff. So the one thing, you got like this weird looking character, and you could design him, and you'd have to like dig through garbages, and you'd have to practically do challenges, and if you do these challenges, you unlock clothing to upgrade your character. So I can't remember quite what it was, but you can talk to like this one shark dude or whatever, and then you got like a shark fin that you could wear, or something. And then everyone around, you can like steal their skin.
Really?
Yeah, so it gives you an option to like pick off like their head or like their arms or body or whatever. I can't quote.
And
Not
then
probably
you
not
get
arms.
that item, or is it just
You can
copy
equip it to
stuff?
your character.
Oh, cool.
So there's like some random people that you can equip. So you can really customize stuff. It was kind of cool game.
That is kind of cool though.
And it's got like challenges and stuff in it, so you have to do like the missions and you can progress. You could tell it was a Windows game though, because it was super funny. Because you'd have like the map, right, and you'd walk, and the map could only hold so much because it's like a Flash game practically.
Oh yeah.
So you'd have to walk over to the right to load a new screen, and as you walk over to the right, it would be a practically a blank screen just so they could place an ad, and you have to walk through like a level with just a ad on a billboard, and then
That's funny.
and then you can get to your world you're in. It was really cool though, because they like didn't force it, so they weren't like
Fair.
just around. They were not that there's a reason to have the ad, right? But you can.
Yeah. I mean, ad revenue.
Yeah. It was a cool game.
It's crazy how ads have disrupted.
Ads, yeah, it's bad, especially mobile games.
Yeah. Like,
But that's even like
I
tipping.
can't play a good mobile game without having to watch an ad.
It's
Or
even
not
like tipping.
10 minutes, like 5 minutes.
Tipping got so bad that you practically have to tip 10%, 18% minimum almost. And
What do you mean?
I don't know, just like when you go someplace, they always ask for a tip
like-
now.
Like a
Everything like
restaurant?
that,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
it's really interesting. Like, there's a mandatory tip.
Yeah, it's so dumb. I can't remember where we were the other day. It was, I'm trying to think of where it was. But, anyways, I can't remember where we were. And we had to buy something. And it was like, let's say the bill was $100 to make it simple. The 10% said it was like $15. And I was looking at it and I said, their tipping's wrong. Like, the numbers aren't correct. But I'm sure people don't look at that, and they can get away with it.
Oh, did you have them take it off or what?
No, I mean, it was one of the, like, handhold things that they give you, and I was just looking through the numbers, and I was like, yeah, that's not right at all.
Yeah, it's crazy sometimes. I could see maybe for like big groups, like if you had a party of 8 or something.
Yeah, that's
If
fine. I don't
yeah.
care.
Yeah,
But
but like one person is great.
one or even, like, 3 people,
Even
4
two
people.
Yeah, yeah. Like an
'Cause 4
average amount
people's-
of people to go out to eat. Like,
4 people's a family, right?
yeah. For a family to go out and eat, it's kind of crazy that you have to have a
Yeah, you have a $100 order. You have to tip.
A family of 4 isn't eating for $100 no more.
Well, it's
Not very often.
debatable.
Not at like
Depends
a
where you
sit-down
go.
restaurant.
Depends where you go. Depends what you eat, right?
Fair.
I've had good food that's like half the price of some expensive places, and it was almost better. And
But
then
I'm
you go.
I'm talking like like a
Yeah.
fairly like set. You know what I mean? That's usually the people who are like doing the mandatory tips.
That's
At
true.
least in my experience.
It just seemed the tipping is just so like pushed.
It really is.
It's like should be my choice, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna tip at a place where they literally didn't do anything. And
Yeah,
then some of
like,
those places don't even get the tip.
Really?
Like the person working. Yeah, I think I'm not quite sure, but there's some videos out there and stuff like that. And they're like, no, either my manager gets the tip, or if you're tipping, the company just takes it.
That's crazy.
Unless you do cash. Which I'm sure there's places like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or we gotta split it
Which
at
is
the
pretty
end of the
fucked up.
night.
Pretty sure that's illegal.
I don't know. I don't really know how it works. But, yeah, it's not right.
Stole his boost, but got boomed.
Ooh, that's close. There's a lot of things that are kind of weird.
Aliens are pretty weird.
Aliens are pretty weird.
Yeah.
You think they're real?
You know, the last year has taught me expect anything.
I think they are real. I've heard some crazy theories on those, though. Someone was telling me that they're in the ocean, which is a good thought because you can't explore a lot of the ocean anyways. You got some of the basic ones, like they're just living among us, you can't even tell. Which could be true.
It could also, yeah. You could be an alien.
I could be.
You
I
are.
mean, yeah, it's so weird. You are. Yeah, it's crazy though. There's a lot of different possibilities, and you can't. Hard to prove any.
Yeah, true. I haven't seen substantial evidence myself, of it, but it'd be pretty dope if I could just have an alien hold someday.
It's just a little guy in a
Yo, what's up?
bodysuit. Men in Black style.
Yeah.
How much are they
How crazy
hiding?
would that be?
You.
What if you had their mind erased pen or whatever?
I know. Well, it could be. It could.
How crazy would that be? Bonk.
Yeah, their mind erase pen's kind of cool.
It is. I'm gonna tell you this, and then you're gonna wake up and realize nothing happened.
Yeah. That's kind of a crazy thought. Did you see there's a new Naked Gun? I don't know if it's new, but
I've not.
they're either I don't know if they're just redoing it or what's going on. But it's kind of cool.
Really?
Yeah. That's a crazy shot by me.
Yeah, no kidding. Did he not hit it?
No, he did hit it. But it was going in no matter what from my hit.
Fair.
Yeah, Aliens is a weird one though. It's kind of like the Sasquatch. You could only maybe you only see it when you're on drugs, right? They could be sharing the same space as us. It could be as simple as something like you're 2D or 3D, right? 2D can't see 3D. We can't see above us.
We can see above us.
You know what I mean?
You can't see the fourth dimension, is
Yeah.
what you're saying? Yeah. That would be really interesting. What if there is just a fourth dimension like that?
Well, there could be, but we wouldn't be able to see it anyways.
Sure.
Right? So they could just be living in that space, and we'd have no idea.
But what are they doing with us then? Because they can see us if they can see.
I don't know,
four,
but it could
they'd
be.
able to see three.
It literally could be something as simple as we
Or just
drew
big
a
TV
stick man
show.
or a TV show. That's crazy save.
I'm a professional.
You know what I mean? What do we look like to them? Is the other question too. Do they see us?
True. We are their dogs. Is that what we are?
Maybe.
That's a lot of dogs. Like 7 billion dogs.
What do you think's more
I
realistic?
just I just saw a thing today that the Earth's population estimation could be completely wrong due to countings in rural areas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, how do you keep track of it?
That's that. I can see that.
I think you
Like
cut out there. You said I can see that. What?
I can see that. Oh, I don't even know why I said I can see that. But like I could definitely believe that like they don't know exactly, but that's why it's an estimation.
Yeah.
But they're just the numbers that they were using were like wrong for like most rural areas. Like it was like they were mainly taking numbers from the cities. So there are
Oh,
even more, like there could be like 2 billion more people
that'd be crazy, huh?
on Earth. Yeah,
That seems like a lot.
exactly.
Yeah, it's so hard to keep track, though.
It is.
You know what I mean?
A baby is born every, fuck, I don't know. It's some crazy, like, fast number, though.
It is crazy fast number. Like a second.
Well, it's every 10 seconds a house gets robbed, or something.
Is it really?
On the TV one time.
That's weird.
Yeah. Or like 99 or 911 operator, they're called.
But
4
statistics are
times a minute or
super
something.
off, you know what I mean? You can skew them a lot.
You can skew statistics, I can confirm. Yes. I'm actually a professional at skewing statistics.
I can
I'm a
see how you can't even say
statistical
it.
mastermind. I'm a statistic mastermind, right?
Maybe. Oh, I missed.
Good shot.
It was kind of a weird angle. He's not getting that.
Oh no, he is not. He is.
Yeah, there's That's kind of like, did you ever do that study in school how you can change the election by changing where that people lie?
Where the people what?
Like where the representatives are and stuff like that? Like the parties or however it worked, because you can, if you set them up, you can get more blue people, because you just need blue or red, I should say, because you just need like 2 out of 3, right?
Yeah.
So if there's 6 houses, or that's a weird example, if there's 8 houses and a couple of them are blue here and a couple of them are blue down there, or red, or however it is, you can match the colors so you have a better chance where 2 out of the 3 are the same.
Interesting.
I don't know what that's called, and I can't think of what it is, but there is a word for it. And there's a whole game around it, and we had to play it in school. And it was just based around being able to change the elections by changing where all the little houses were. Like where the boundary lines were for each section.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about, but not the game. I've never heard.
I don't know, our teacher made us play the game when we were learning about it.
That's cool. I don't remember what it's called either.
But it's weird. There's a lot of stuff that can mess with things.
So close.
I know, I can't believe that didn't go in. That's close. Yeah, that was a good match.
It was a good match.
You think if you could restart life again, would you still be an electrician, or would you try and take a whole new different path?
Do I get to finish this life, or am I
Yeah,
just
well,
done?
you get to finish this life, and then you get to start another
I'd
one.
probably do something different then. What would I do though? That's a real question.
I know, that's just it, you know what I mean? You're gonna...
Marine biologist, so I can pet the seals.
So you could pet the seal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I
they're
wanna pet.
good animals.
Yeah, they're friendly. I want to own a narwhal.
Uh-huh. If you could own an exotic animal, is that what you would own? Or would you
No,
choose
probably
something
like
else?
Tiger.
A tiger?
Yeah, tiger would be pretty cool.
Tiger would be pretty cool. Someone told me a monkey
I could
one
have-
time. Because,
Oh, terrible idea.
well, if it would actually, like, listen to him.
Oh, fair.
He said, give it a cigar, teach it to drive him around places. Give him a little hat,
Little chauffeur monkey hat.
and then they'd just kind of chill and do whatever.
Just be Pim Chimpin', you can say. And that's the situation.
They would be pimp chimping.
Be Pim Chimpin'.
It's kind of a cool thought, but
That's kind of fun. But to train a monkey to drive, that'd be crazy. Even laying on the horn and shit. Sees a banana, or a banana cart like in the road. Just smoke it with the car.
yeah.
Oh wow, that was so beautiful, and you just marked her.
Well, there's no reason he should have missed.
That's because I hit it. Oh, you got me.
Would you rather have your pet live as long as you can, or have it be able to talk?
Have it be able to talk.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick, huh?
Yeah, dude. And then he can tell me how his day was, even though I know his lazy ass just laid on the couch all day.
Yeah. It was awesome. There was couch.
I turned on the TV. Dude, sometimes my dog be turning on the TV.
Does he?
Not even kidding. Yeah, dude. He'll lay on the remote just right, and the TV will turn on, and then we catch him watching it.
There was the one night, in the middle of the night, I was laying in bed, and my cat figured out how to turn on the lights. You know how weird that is, waking up to the lights turning on as you're sleeping?
Police, open up.
I didn't even know what was going on. And you're so out of it because you're still in your dream. That's the
Yeah,
worst,
true.
too.
You're like, what the fuck? I've never had a cat turn on my light, though. That's really funny.
Yeah, but you've had me call you and wake you up and you're so...
Yeah, you're pretty
Out
much
of
like
it.
a cat.
Well, that one day I called you. I said, are you ready to go? And and get that thing? Because I don't remember what we were going to get. And you said, the truck? And I said, what are you talking about? And he said, we're going to go get the truck? And then I was super confused. And apparently he had a dream where he was looking at a truck, and it was like this crazy super truck. So when I called him, he thought I was asking him to go buy that truck with him. And then we were both super confused talking to each other.
Yeah, we're like, what are you talking about?
Because
That was so funny that morning, dude. I was so freaking exhausted.
I don't even remember what we were going to buy, but it was not a truck.
It definitely wasn't a truck. Yeah. I remember that dream so vividly too. That's crazy.
So there's a game on PlayStation. It's only on PlayStation. It's called Dreams, and you can make your own games. And that was like the whole premise of it. And it was so fun because you just go hit like surf, and you'd play all these random games that people make. They'd be 90% of the time garbage, but you get like a 10% really good game. And there was this one. And there's this one where it was this scary game, and it was this bird dude that's trying to get you. So you have to like get to this room, pick up a key, avoid him, like stupid stuff like that. And then you get to this point where you're in this mine, and you got to pick up like 3 other keys around the mine before he catches you. And for whatever reason, like a month later or whatever, not even a month later, like a year later, I was laying in bed sleeping. We were at a hotel, and we were down in Texas for a conference for school or whatever, because I entered into this competition and placed high enough and did good. So me and my one buddy were sharing a room, and I had my headphones in because I was watching YouTube on my phone and fell asleep. And he was talking to his girlfriend at the time on FaceTime or whatever they were using. So I was laying in my bed, and he's the guy that has to put his phone on the other side of the room, or he'll let his alarm go off. He'll like silence it and not wake up. So he goes up, puts his alarm down, and for whatever reason, I heard him move behind me, and I woke up, and I was having that dream of I was in this mine and this bird dude's chasing me, and I had my pillow right in front of my face, and it scared me. So I ended up like yelling, and he looks at me and he goes, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, you scared me." I said, "I thought someone was right in front of me the way my pillow was faced and everything like that." And then we get to the next morning, and his alarm's just going off. He set it across the room, and it's ringing. And I'm still kind of just laying there, and it's ringing for like 5 minutes. And then I finally said, "Are you going to go get that?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he gets up, and he gets up and then finally turns it off. That was kind of a crazy trip, though, because we thought our teacher was joking. We had like no time to do anything, and we thought we were going to stay another day, because he's like, "I can call him and plan it to stay another day." And we're like, "Yeah, we should do that." And he's like, "No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that."
Yeah, it's fucked up.
And we ended up going to the airport the next day, and we sat in the airport for hours. We got our flight to wherever our in-between was. I don't even think we took the first flight. So we actually didn't get our flight. I can't remember. No. So actually, we got our first flight, right? We needed 2 flights, one to get to the one place and then the other one to get home. The first one goes, and they're like, "Oh my god, it was delayed. We're going into Chicago," or wherever it was. I don't remember. And it got delayed. We didn't know that at the time. So we were running to our gate because our first one was late already. And it's like, "Oh no, we're not going to make it. We have like a minute to get there, like a couple minutes." And of course, we're in gate like Z, and we got to go to A3 or some stupid number, like across the way. So you had to take the shuttle and everything like that. We get over there, and then our second plane got delayed. The weather was bad.
Oh man.
So now we're sitting at this airport, and we get a different hotel room for this airport. And I just threw. So we get a different hotel room, and this hotel room was one of the worst experiences we've ever had. So we had 3 guys and 1 girl on this trip with us, because that was our teammates for the competition. And the one girl had to have her own room, obviously. So the second hotel we got to, It was just so bad. Us three were sharing a room. Me and these two other guys. And the beds were tiny, like one-person beds. So they were out getting the beds, and I was fine with sleeping on the floor. They gave me a couple blankets, whatever, pillow. It's only one night. I didn't care. Yeah. That hotel was so bad. It gets to like midnight, and the teacher calls us, and he's like, "We're switching hotels." And we're like, "Okay." And let me tell you, that first hotel we went to, when I say this was the worst hotel I've ever stayed in, you would lay in the bed and you were getting itchy.
Oh.
Kind of thing. Like, some random stuff. You look over and it's just like the lights don't work in this one section. Some just random stuff. So we switched in the middle of the night, like midnight, and we go to bed. And for whatever reason, my dad calls me and he goes, next morning, my dad calls me and he goes, "Hey, do you have any idea when you guys are getting back?" I said, "No, I have no idea." And as I start looking at my phone, and our teacher texted us, didn't even call us or anything, and just said, "Hey, your guys' plane tickets is at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning." And like a stupid time, like 7 maybe. And we look and it's like 6 o'clock at where we were. And we're like, "Oh my God, we have an hour to get to the airport and get home." And we have to go through like TSA and all that yet.
Damn.
So my dad literally saved us on that one. And I was going around and waking everyone up. I was like, first I called so I had that other guy in my room, and it was fine. And then we called, Caleb was his name. And I'm like, "Hey, we gotta go. We got our tickets." And then the guy staying in the room with me was like, "No, he didn't get his ticket. He has to stay. They're coming out a different time." So our teacher only got us 3 tickets, and there's 5 of us there. Three of us, another student, and the teacher. So the student and the teacher had to stay, and Caleb ended up staying, and it was just a huge mess. So we got saved on that, and then I had to go wake up the other chick, and I was like, I have no idea where her room is, so we ended up going to the front desk and asking them, "Hey, where is this person staying at?" And they're like, we knew him by first and last name, so it was like lucky, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we ended up getting her up, and me, her, and the guy I stayed in the room with all ended up going to the airport and going home that day. The other 2 people, so Caleb and my teacher, ended up going to Minneapolis and then driving home another like 4 hours or whatever.
Oh. That sucks.
Or something stupid. And then he ended up not coming to school that day. Because it was like before the next day of school. So we were supposed to be back Saturday, and we didn't get back till like Sunday afternoon. Which we were like, well, we should have just stayed in Texas for another day.
Just hung out in Texas.
Well, the problem was we had no time to do anything by ourselves. We had to choose. Do you want to go to Iowa or Texas? They're 2 different tournaments. There's only one group that gets to go to Texas, so we picked Texas. And the people that went to Iowa ended up going to like Top Golf and bowling and...
Seriously?
Yeah, we ended up just doing the competition and being done.
That's dumb.
It sucked a little bit, but what do you do?
I would say Atlanta from one of mine for one of those things, and it was pretty boring. Don't really get to do everything.
I think my favorite part about that trip, though, it was so stupid. We went down to Texas, and that's nice for us, you know what I mean? We have cold weather here.
Yeah.
It was like 40 degrees outside, and it was like 10 o'clock. Every night we'd go stand in the pool and talk for like an hour and a half, and it was so cold. But we would just stand out there talking about random stuff. That was so fun.
There was one time in my roommate fell out of his bed.
Your roommate in college fell out of his bed?
Yeah.
How?
So basically, what we had in our rooms were like the two separatable like bunk beds.
Oh.
So like he could place like the legs of another bed under his to make it raise it up so you could put stuff under it.
Uh-huh.
Well, he did that, right? So he's like on the very top, like thing, okay?
Uh-huh.
And he has this mattress.
You're cutting out
the
a
mattress is soft.
He brought his own mattress, you said?
He brought his own mattress topper.
Oh, topper, okay.
Yeah. So he has a mattress and the mattress. Well, the mattress. So he rolled.
You said you cut out. I just heard the mattress.
Seriously?
Yeah. Are we lagging or are we good? You good?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Anyways, the mattress topper was smaller or bigger than the mattress. So
Oh.
he rolled over.
He thought he was
rolled
still
over
on the
one
bed.
day. He thought he was still on the bed and fell off. And all I hear is this. and I roll over and I'm like, Randy, are you okay? And he said, like that was all he could.
Yeah, that
And he-
sucks.
He smoked his knee and damn near hit his head on my bed. That's how
Ooh.
small these rooms are. But it was so freaking fun.
Yeah,
I
that
was
would be
dying
fun.
laughing.
It,
What do you do, I guess? He hurt his knee a little bit,
oh,
but he was fine. He just fell out of bed. There, another from college, he had a guy fall out of his bed.
he had a guy fall out of his bed?
No, out of like the guy in the room above his fell out of their bed, and it was
Oh.
like close to his face, and it scared the shit out of him because it's just this giant toad. And he texted the person that asked.
That's funny. You are cutting out a bit. We might have to call it pretty soon if it doesn't fix
Yeah.
itself, but
I don't know what the heck's going on.
that's okay too. We got an hour and a half so far, which is also good.
Good stream.
Yeah, good topics.
Indeed.
I'm just hoping the audio's good, because I adjusted it kind of a bit in like 3 different spots.
Fair. What was your favorite childhood TV show?
I don't really know. I think we watched a lot of SpongeBob, stuff like that. I've seen all of the Johnny Test.
Johnny Test is a great show.
We also used to watch Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures.
I never watched that one.
That one's pretty good.
Did you ever watch any of the Sonic shows?
I did not, but I've seen clips of them.
I've seen a couple of episodes of those.
Fairly Odd Parents is a classic.
Oh, that is a classic. Nickelodeon goes.
And then you get like even older like Cat Dog, Angry Beavers.
Nope, none of those.
Those are some older ones. Those are ones my parents watched, and they're like, "You should watch these," and then we did. And they're good.
Fair. Did you ever watch Pee Wee Herman?
Not much.
We used to get the Netflix DVDs when they still used to rent.
That's old.
Yeah, dude, isn't that crazy? How far?
Yeah. We'll probably call it after this match here because you're starting to cut out.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's being weird. So it's good though. Very good. These are always interesting ones.
Yeah, this is
We're gonna have to go more in depth on those aliens and stuff one of these days though. That'll be a good topic. They're always so fun too. If you'd like to join in on the conversations, we do a lot of them live. A couple of them we won't do live. Live on Twitch at Lear XD. Oh, close one.
Oh, didn't know that guy was gonna miss.
And then we can get a lot more input and feedback from you guys too. Keep the conversations rolling. Get everyone involved a little bit. If you have any games you'd want us to play, type them in chat. Because we're looking for new games anyways.
Sure.
But it'll also be down to a lot of whoever comes onto the channel. They get a pick a lot of the times if we get a bunch of people. I know we just had Landon from Disciplined Dudes. Thanks for coming in. That was a great episode. Interesting. That one is actually... We haven't recorded that one yet. It's coming right before this video, though. This one's not a live one.
Yeah, but it was really interesting.
But shout out to that dude. You guys should go check him out. They do some cool stuff over there, too.
Pretty dope guy.
They're all about bettering themselves, so excited to collab with them. Build a community.
Any questions you're excited to ask?
Any questions I'm excited to ask?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of want to know what he's thinking about starting his YouTube journey. You know what I mean? He's still pretty new. He's got like 400-ish, maybe less, maybe more. I don't know where it's at right now. Last time I checked, it was about 300 something subscribers. Just kind of want to see how he's doing, what he's thinking of it so far. Just some of the basic stuff, you know? Get to know him a little more. Have some fun.
Good win.
Was a good win.
Good
I think that was our only
place.
win for that whole game.
Much, we're gaming, but we're talking.
Yeah.
Beyond the lobby.
Yep, so that was episode 2 of our stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. What'd you say? Sorry.
Episode 3.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Episode 3. Because we have Landon coming in before this one. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.
Peace.
See you guys.